The first sensation I remember is movement. My arm waves back and forth, a small endeavor that results in the toppling of Bugs Bunny from my high chair tray. My silent partner, propped there before me, big as life, disappeared like a Viking ship tumbling off the edge of the world. All but a blur, well beyond my reach, the earliest consequence of inaction. I remember being held by my father, and how different it felt from being held by my mother. He was calm. I sought his reassuring shoulder. I gravitated toward him, though it was my mother who was ever present, ever dominant. Not yet one, I took my faltering first steps across the kitchen floor, then kept going. My mother was continuously challenged by her inquisitive and mobile first child who could not resist exploring, disengaging from her grip, breaking free in the park, disappearing in department stores, and spurning her affection. She warned me of the cost of 1,000 actions, but I had to see for myself, and was thus bitten, stung, and exposed to all manner of insults and injuries, with little sense of the struggles surrounding me or the havoc I caused. I'd reach for the forbidden, a lit cigarette, a silver table lighter, flicking it to produce a pretty flame, sliding a tight rubber band on my wrist, a burned finger, a blue hand. Bit by bit, I pieced together an ever-expanding mosaic of my pre-existence. At the end of World War II, Grant Harrison Smith, emotionally broken and plagued with malaria-induced migraines, returned to Philadelphia from active duty in New Guinea in the Philippines. He never graduated from high school, instead joining his sister and brother as the principal dancer in their tap and acrobatic trio, but the war had cut short their prospects. Beverly Williams, a young widow who had lost a son in childbirth, was working in a nightclub. They had known each other as teenagers and found comfort and familiarity in one another after the war. He was uncertain about the times ahead, but believed television was the wave of the future. In 1946, he applied and was accepted to a technical school in Chicago that included a post-war incentive of a $20 a week stipend. Following his plan, my parents wed in a simple civil ceremony and boarded a train to Chicago. They rented 2 rooms in a boarding house in a Polish neighborhood near Logan Square. My mother, pregnant with me, worked as a waitress for as long as she could stay on her feet. I was due on New Year's Eve, but arrived in the center of a huge blizzard a day early, ruining my mother's opportunity to receive a promotional New Year's gift of an early freezer prototype. Instead, she continued using an old-fashioned ice chest, waiting each week for the iceman in his horse cart to deliver a large block of ice. Within the pages of my first 7 years, my oversized, faded pink baby book filled with lists of illnesses, birthdays, and notations of my progress, my mother inscribed a poem entitled Patti. One could sense her joy giving birth to a little girl, though a sickly one with severe bronchial distress. My father said I was born coughing. He bundled me up, and together they departed the hospital in a swirl of snow. My mother said that he saved my life, holding me for hours over a steaming stand-up washtub. But I knew nothing of these things, neither the hopes of my father nor the labors of my mother, soon pregnant with another child.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.